Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yessik Ziiq here again today with Mr. Juts.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
And I am, oh god, running a contest. Yes, this is a sponsored set of videos, where as a sponsorship reward, they have given me just a bunch of keys and stuff to give away. So there's going to be a Gleam contest below. That is going to be running over the next 5 days as I post this video. And then I'm going to give everything away, and then I'm going to have a massive stream with all the fans. I'm going to try to start a battalion and save up 4 million in order to do that. Oh God. Okay, and then we can all get together and we can play lots of tank battle stuff. This is kind of like a more arcadey version of World of Tanks, and that's not a bad thing to me.
No, it also has some MMO elements to it when it comes down to like upgrading your crew, like leveling them up and leveling up your base, that type of thing.
And just getting more tanks in general. The more tanks you have, the more of a renown boost you have, which is essentially your experience. So the prizes. First of all, we have two 5-day passes, which come in like 1-day chunks. So it's actually more than 5 days if you don't want to play it all at once. Um, two 5-day passes for premium, which gives you a 50% renown boost and a 50% monetary boost. We have 3 of these motherfucking tanks right here, which I'm going to load up, which are a Mark 5th tier tank, which are pretty badass. We have 3 1-day passes, and I think that is it. So those are going to be given out at the end. There's going to be different ways to enter. One is going to be subscribing to the YouTube channel of my.games, who produced this game. The other is going to be tweeting about the contest. So you don't need necessarily a Twitter to enter, but, all the entries will count, and remember, we're going to be playing at the end.
Oh yeah.
So, what are the basic things I should probably tell them about this game?
You don't need to know a lot about tanks. I'm sure it does help a little bit, but at the same time, you don't need to know, which is nice.
As
Because I
much
was a little bit scared going into this because I know nothing about tanks.
Yeah, as much as you don't really need to know about tanks, you do kind of end up learning. I've been enjoying this game a lot more than I thought I would. And so I've been like googling tank weaknesses and where to aim on tanks and like different tanks and how they're put together because I want to be better. You can only get so many no penetration hits before you're like, okay, what the hell am I doing wrong here?
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
how the basis of the game works is you start out with. By the way, do the tutorial. The tutorial gives you free premium time. It also gives you a bunch of money and a bunch of other free stuff, which is really good.
And tells you how to play the game, which is the most important part.
And it does explain how to play the game. You essentially choose a dealer and you play with their tanks, and using their tanks, you unlock the next tier and the next tier of tanks and their extra types of vehicles. You can use regular or global reputation in order to unlock things. So, oh god, global reputation, 5% of your reputation automatically gets turned into that. Let's actually just play a mission and we'll explain the reward system when we get into it. I'm assuming.
Yes. I want to play.
Oh, we have to ready up here. Or I have to ready up?
Oh,
We,
I
we,
have to
both,
ready up.
we both have to ready up. Okay.
We're that good and organized. Well, now we're ready.
Yeah.
We weren't ready before, but now we're ready.
Oh, gotta love that 0-second queue time. Okay, so essentially,
Oh, yeah.
after each mission, you gain renown and you gain experience. Every time you play a tank for the first time in a day, you actually get a 2 times renown boost, which is actually kind of cool because it encourages you to use multiple tanks in a day. There are also daily login rewards, which if you log in for 7 days in a week, like not even play, you do actually get a free day of premium time and 50 gold, which is enough to turn a lot of locked reputation into global reputation. Locked reputation you get from playing with a maxed out tank. So about 7,000. Oh, yeah, okay, go on.
Sorry, I was just gonna say with the gold as well, you could also get like new camo insignia stuff for your tank to kind of customize it a little bit as well,
Oh, yeah.
which is always fun.
But, since I'm
Skins.
such an efficient player, I like to always play as, I like to always spend on the upgrades.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I'm more of a balanced. I like to make things a bit my own as well
Look at
as.
this badass next to us in his black tank with like a red sun on it. So you go.
Ooh,
A fancy.
Very fancy.
So that's just Jets right behind me in teal, as your teammates will always be. And
Yeah,
this is just a PvE mission. So essentially, you're going to be starting out the game by playing lots of these because it's the easiest way to level and to gain experience.
and we also have they always do secondary objectives too, which give you a little bit more money.
and a little bit more experience. Actually, it's almost a third of your total renown comes from the secondary objectives.
Yeah.
So,
Don't you want to come get this secondary? Oh, you get your own secondary objective.
well, actually,
Or
I'm
no,
just coming over
you're
here.
like right at the end.
That's not the end. This is a protect points. You're on a medium mission, man.
Oh.
We have to defend 3 different points. So,
All right. Well, enjoy that. I'm gonna be capturing signal jammers.
one interesting revelation that this game taught me about tanks. If tanks had an RPG class, they would actually not be the tank. They would be they'd be like the sniper or maybe the wizard
Or rogue.
or rogue because
Or
tanks
ranger.
yeah, tanks in a tank on tank battle are snipers. Like they don't just sit there and take damage.
No, they shoot and hide. Shoot and hide. Shoot and hide.
So there's a lot of like peeking behind corners and trying to stay hidden, and especially in the multiplayer, you will get destroyed if you just try to charge out there, unless you're specifically using a scout tank and are using hit and run tactics.
Yeah. Or if for some odd reason you have like really high armor and you're going up against really weak tanks.
Which can actually happen. One of my surprising favorite parts in this game is the... Okay, it's well balanced, but there's also a lack of balance that I like. So, if you play a multiplayer match, there's going to be ooh, that hurt. There's going to be there's going to be like 3 class 3 tanks, 2 class 4 tanks, and 1 class 5 tanks on each team. The classifications of tanks have to do with how modern the tank is. So the class 2 or 3 tanks will be able to get a hit off on the class 5 tank, but in a sustained firefight, they're going to get destroyed. So I kind of like the idea of these juggernauts like roaming the map, and the smaller tier tanks kind of having to avoid them and play chicken. It adds a...
There you are. Sorry, I was having trouble figuring out where the last signal jammer was, but I found it.
They actually put them in pretty easy places last time. By the way, if you hold control, you can actually ping the map, because it actually activates your mouse pointer, so you can actually just ping a location. Yeah, so
Yeah, okay.
last time there was a signal jammer at like point B8 for me that I did this map. And what is going on with this defending the location? There are no enemy tanks.
It's not letting me capture this thing. That's weird. You wanna? Where are you? Oh,
You're headed towards our next objective, so I'll be there pretty soon.
No, I'm already in the objective.
Yeah, but maybe I'll capture it or something. I don't know. This area doesn't appear to need defense, so I'm just gonna head out. By the way, each episode we're going to try to do 1 regular match and 1 PvP match, or 1 PvE match, 1 PvP, because the PvP matches might be a tiny bit anticlimactic, as we are clearly some of the worst players here. So
Hey, I'm the best mediocre player on YouTube, man.
I am the best worst player on the
wild.
internet. Nah, man, you got PBG to compete with if you want to be the best worst player. I captured it, no problem. There we go.
Maybe you can only capture 1 per person.
No, you can capture all 3 with 1 person. I've done it before.
That's weird.
Oh, and we're right near the second defense point.
Nice.
Yeah, so strategies involve a lot more hiding than you might think. As for classes of tanks, in this you can have just regular combat tanks. You can have light, what are they called now? You know them better than me, Jets.
Light armored vehicles. Well, okay, you got your
Main battle.
forget the abbreviations. Yeah,
MBT.
MBTs, which are your main battle tanks. You got light battle tanks. You got scouts like recons, and you have like almost utility or support fire.
Watch out
tanks.
behind us. Really, you want to be
Ow.
broadsiding these tanks or hitting them in like grates or places that are on their side. But if you get the angle too high, it will actually deflect.
Yeah.
Which is why I was just going for front hits on the most armored area there.
Or try and go for the treads because you can actually disable their tanks, which is really cool. And yours can be disabled as well. But then oh, did you just block my shot?
Maybe, but I got crazy HE penetration there because I actually hit their view window,
Nice.
which was badass.
But yeah, so your crew actually does things while you're in the tank. Like each one you can upgrade to do faster reloads, to better damage for explosive rounds, more accuracy while you're moving, that kind of type of thing.
Yeah.
And one of the other things is there's so many different things that can actually happen to you yourself from either getting hit or people ramming into you. Like your ammunition can pretty much
explode.
shoot all over the cabin, or you lose all your ammo because it's like spills everywhere, so they have to clean it up. Or your track can get broken, so then they have to fix that too.
And you'll be immobile in the meantime, which fucking sucks.
Or with the ammo, you can't shoot unless you switch ammo, and that confused the hell out of me. I'm like, I had full ammo, now I'm out of ammo. What the fuck is going on? But then after a couple of seconds, it was back.
So, by the way, what I am right now is I am a light armored artillery, or a light high caliber artillery, or a light high caliber scout. I forget. So I'm a very fast tank who cannot take many hits, which is why I'm managing to get so many kills here. But interesting thing about how the renown works, or the experience at the end of battle. First of all, 5% of it turns into global renown that you can spend on lots of things. Do not spend it on buying upgrades for individual tanks. Spend it on leveling up tanks or unlocking completely new tank trees. Because if you spend it on tank upgrades, you completely waste it for other things. Whereas putting it towards leveling a tank goes towards unlocking a new tank, and putting it towards unlocking a tank tree goes towards unlocking a new tank tree.
Yeah.
But the experience is not based on kills, it is based on damage. So the kills that you get will give you a small multiplier, but if somebody steals your kills, the multiplier is small enough that it doesn't really matter. And I thought that was actually a very smart choice, because if they did it based on kills, it just wouldn't matter how much damage you were doing.
Yeah.
And since most tanks don't die in one hit, that would be kind of ridiculously unfair.
Hang in there, Black Company. We're almost ready to start
Wait for me.
I'm too fast for you, motherfucker. Oh, I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be swearing in this video. I'm pretty sure they're fine with it. They know who they hired.
I swore before you did, so I think you're okay.
Yeah, I think we're all good. As long as we're not just constantly, like, rattling
They
off.
knew what they're getting themselves into.
They wanted YouTubers, they got YouTubers. So in these defend the point areas or missions, your objective is just to pretty much kill everybody. But often, if you're doing a PvE mission and it's capture an area, people will get very angry at you if you capture the area before you kill all the tanks, because you're pretty much just wasting XP at that point.
Yeah.
So don't do that. They'll get mad at you. I've been in that situation. Where are the tank? Oh, there's the tank.
Hello, tank.
By the way, PvE, until you get... Oh, HE, no damage. Well, that's what I get for just hitting the front. Is there... I can't see a good weak point. I'm leaning away from my...
Okay, I'm gonna reload into a different...
Critical track damage, but no damage.
What?
What is with this tank?
Aha!
Okay,
I
engine.
switched ammunition.
There we go. One of the problems I have with this tank is I don't have any AP rounds available.
Yeah, I have. One of my weapons is more like explosive, and one's more penetrating. But I find, like we just saw, the penetration doesn't always happen.
Well,
That's what she said.
yeah,
Uh,
AP rounds actually tend to lose a ton of penetration over distance.
yeah.
So if you're shooting from far away, sometimes AP rounds just don't do the trick. But
Yeah, so you want to that's where tactics and strategy come into play, because if it's like, okay, well, I missed one shot, it's not penetrating because of the distance, so I'll just switch ammunition to my explosive rounds and kill the mother.
no, I don't actually. This is high explosive. I don't actually know what my second type of ammo is. I didn't really check before battle.
They're right at our door. Where are you?
What? Oh, Jesus, they're right there. Okay, I'm
That's
coming.
what I just said. Okay, I
Yeah.
got one's down.
Yeah, but you said right at our door. I'm like, where's our door? We don't have one. This
Everywhere.
is an area, man.
Everywhere is our door.
Oh, one of these guys. Huh?
Penetrated.
I'm not liking these new bullets I chose. So one of the great things about the tank I'm currently using and the retrofits I have on it is that I have a really quick reload time, so I can shoot faster than most other tanks. Oh my god, man. You've got to start using cover more.
Well, I was worried about our point that we are supposed to be defending.
It takes a while to capture, man. Take some time.
They will not set foot in this circle.
You shall not pass. You're gonna end up going.
Exactly.
You're gonna end up going the way of Gandalf, there, man.
Hey, if that means I can come back as Gandalf the White, that's fine with me.
Okay, I gotta say, Gandalf the White, badass and all. And if you call spoilers on us, I'm gonna hunt you down and not kill you. I'll just tirade you about spoilers that are like 10 years old. But anyways, what I was gonna say is Gandalf the White was a badass and all, but Gandalf the Grey was just a better person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually
Gandalf the White was more of yeah, I don't mind sacrificing some shit.
yeah, just a straight up better person who was more entertaining, more jovial. Like I know he kind of became jovial again at the end, but come on, Gandalf.
Lighten the fuck up.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Just because you died and came back to life, kind of, doesn't mean you gotta be a bitch about it. Just saying.
At least he didn't go around being like, I saw some shit, man. You don't know what it's like.
Well, he kind of did, but he was asked, to be fair. You know, endlessly I fell for what seemed like an age. But there is a bottom. Well, how does it go again? I don't remember the entire thing. Nope, I'm not leaving the platoon. Just minimizing that. So as you can see, I received, since this was my first match of the day, and I didn't do all that much damage, only about 3,000. About 3,000 XP or renown. 5% of that automatically gets converted to global renown, which I can use to just level the hell out of my tank if I wanted to. And 46,000 monies. I actually find that even if you're not using the premium, they're pretty generous with the amount of money they give you.
Yeah,
Like
I'm almost at $1 million already.
You have to pay for all your ammo. You have to pay for things that you use. You have to pay for repairs, but the amount that you have to pay is nothing compared to the amount that you get every single mission.
Yeah, exactly.
It is just a ridiculous amount.
So I got 2 awards. One of my awards is Target for receiving the most hits of any player on your team and survived. So it's like the Purple Heart of tanks. And I got Teamwork. Which I'm sure you got Teamwork as well.
I did indeed. One thing that I would actually really like to know that I don't know is, by the way, this game is currently actually in beta. There's a lot still to come. But
It's like an open beta, though.
yeah. But I would really like to know if the awards actually give you extra experience. And if they don't, I would really like them to.
Yeah, I agree. I should at least give you like more renowned, or at least more renowned, if anything, or like crew XP even.
Yeah. So I actually have a good chance to talk about commanders and crew. So your commanders, they actually stay persistent and they level up persistently, and you can switch around which commander you're using in a tank. The crew, though, appears to be unique to tanks. So this is a new tank that I have, so both these crew members just leveled up. And since it's a small tank, I only have 2 crew. And this guy is our driver, so what I have is a bunch of driving skills. I like personally to get off-road driving to increase my movement over off-road terrain. But sometimes your secondary crew member will actually have multiple jobs if you have a small tank. So this guy is actually our loader and our aimer. There's probably better names for those jobs. The loader and the gunner. Well, the loader was right.
The aimer.
So I always like to go with rapid fire. It only increases your reload time by 2.5%, but reload times are so good.
Are you sure you want to use rapid fire and not more bullets with your aimer?
So after your match, you can upgrade your tank, and all tanks will have different upgrade trees. Like as you can see, this one doesn't actually have that much in terms of upgrades at all. And once you've gotten to proven, which is the halfway mark, you can sometimes unlock blueprints for retrofits, which are just little mods that you can kind of use to customize your tank. So I can get improved filter systems +2, which actually enhances engine performance by like 6.25%, which I can add to a global or an engine retrofit. Currently I'm using the advanced thermal sleeves to decrease my reload time by 6%, because, you know, that's what I do. Anything else to add about how the game works? Because I'm trying to do as much as possible in this one little segment.
Like I said, the only other thing that we need to kind of go through is you haven't done the base yet, have you?
Oh god, the base. Okay.
Yeah. So the base is what it is it's almost like it's extra upgrades that you can get that's out more to do with like renown and XP and stuff like that. So right off the bat, they give you enough to build a full base. And then what you do with those is you upgrade each building. So the academy, you have like the academy, which gives you extra XP to the commander. So right now mine's a level 2, which gives me a 4% XP bonus to my commander. Then you got stuff like the airport, which gives you retrofit cost discounts. You got the barracks, which gives you crew XP. You got command center, which gives you commander XP.
Global reputation earned.
Yeah, global reputation.
Actually, that's one of my
And
favorites. That's why it's level 2 right now.
Yeah, I'm just in the middle of upgrading it. And then you got garage, which gives you repair cost -2, or like repair cost discounts. Helipad, currency earned, and recon post, which gives you premium time cost discounts.
Now,
But even then, like your premium time would get a discount if you upgrade this a ton.
Yeah,
And it's all based on time and raw materials, and you get raw materials just over time, kind of like Clash of Clans type deal, where just over time you get raw materials, you collect the raw materials, and you use that to upgrade, and then the upgrades take time for them to get through.
Anyways, I was planning on doing a PvE and a PvP this episode, but it's already been pretty long, so this is where I'm going to call it for the day. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do sign up for the contest below. As you can see, there is a gleam.io post, and there is going to be like upwards of 6 lucky winners, I guess.
Yay!
In the next...
And then they get to play with us and kill us a bunch of times because we suck.
Gonna be so much fun. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.